Hey everyone, in this video, we're going to talk about the most effective way of selling life insurance over the phone. And this could be the most impactful video if I'm able to communicate this right and effectively that we do. It's something where no matter how you sell, no matter what script you're using or what you're saying, that you can be more effective in this business. It's the common denominator of what we've found from our call center and our independent agent side, where agents have the best metrics, the highest closing rates, the highest placement rates, and the highest persistency. And it's what we are training on now in our agency in this way of selling. And we're calling it a mission driven way of selling life insurance. Okay. So, what do we mean by that? We mean making it your mission to take care of others, to protect families, and internalizing that in every conversation that you have, coming to the realization that the person on the other end of the line, that if they don't buy from you, they're likely not going to buy at all. And their family is not going to be protected with life insurance. And you need to feel the weight of that. This person picked up the phone and called in or filled out a form online. There's a want and a need there. You are the only thing standing in the way of protecting their family. You and only you. They've procrastinated this long of buying coverage, and it led to you being on the phone with them right now. You have to have this mission-driven way of selling and feel the weight of that. And if you do, you're going to have a lot better results, okay? You're going to transfer your conviction. It's going to build urgency. You're going to build the need. You're going to understand their situation. It's not just going to be asking the questions in your script. It's going to be asking more follow-up questions so you understand them because you care, because you want to get that family protected. Okay, so it should be your mission on every single call to get that family protected. If you didn't, you failed. Okay. And so what we found is that most agents aren't mission driven, they're profit driven. So they get emotional. You feel stressed, you feel anxious, you feel frustrated at things that won't matter tomorrow. A dropped call, a bogus lead, a string of conversations that didn't lead to a sale, things that every single life insurance agent, telesales agent experiences. But you're feeling all these big emotions over it, and it really hurts your mental game in this business. You know, you're sweating the small stuff. So I want to give an example here of a profit-driven agent and see if you align with a profit-driven agent or a mission-driven agent here. Okay. So if a profit-driven agent gives a full presentation and doesn't protect a family, they may question the leads. Right? Think about it. Is this you, right? You have a full conversation, you're working Facebook leads or TV calls or whatever it is you're working here. You have a conversation, you don't protect a family. Are you starting to blame the leads a little bit? Are you maybe blaming the training or the script? Or maybe you're just thinking about how much money you just threw out because that lead didn't buy from you, right? Those are very unhealthy thoughts that are fueled by profit-driven agents. If you're a mission-driven agent, you give a full presentation and you don't protect a family, you would feel a sense of compassionate disappointment in yourself because you failed to protect that family. And then you reflect on what you could have done differently to protect that family. Is it something you could have said? Did you miss something? Was there some misalignment in your conversation? What was it? Okay. That is healthy. That's how you get better. Okay. And the only way that happens is if you internalize, you have that mission driven mindset on these calls to protect families, to take care of the other person, right? Look, guys, there's nothing wrong with having a profit driven business. We're all profit driven businesses. I'm talking about a sales mentality here. Okay. If you're mission driven in your sales mentality, it drives all the key metrics of your business. It improves all of your profits, improves your sales percentage, your placement, and your persistency. And you have to remember that the person on the other end of the line, they believed they might be able to secure life insurance by calling in or filling out a form online right? There's a wants and a need there. And it's our responsibility to help them comfortably just check that box for them. That's why we're here, right? And here's the reality check. And I've said this on previous videos as well. This is likely the closest they've come to protect their family in their entire lives. And if they don't buy coverage from you, they're likely not going to buy at all. A lot of you are letting people off the phone too easily. They're likely not going to buy. You have to feel that weight, okay? They're on the phone with you their entire lives. They haven't owned life insurance. They're on the phone with you. You have to feel that weight, okay? That's what we mean by mission driven. Feel the weight of the situation and don't let them let their family down. You're getting to know them. You're asking all these situational questions. You're asking about the beneficiary. You get a feel for their family. That should be internalized with you. You should have this vision in your head. Okay, there's this family here. All this stuff is going to happen. They're going to be burdened with all this stuff. And if you don't lead this person to protect their family, you're doing a disservice for that family. That's what mission-driven selling is, okay? It's not just reading your script, going through the motions, educating, finding out what their current situation is, and then giving them rates and seeing if they want to buy. That is not mission-driven selling. Remember, you are the only thing that stands in between them and protecting their family. You have the same shared goal. They want to protect their family with life insurance, and you want to help them protect their family with life insurance. So it's our mission on every call to connect on a personal level, to give a full presentation so that you cover everything that they needed to hear. We cannot assume that, that we can't cut corners and assume that a prospect doesn't need to hear a certain part of the script, okay? They need to feel comfortable applying for coverage. And if they do, they'll do it through you, okay? So it's our mission on every call to connect, all right? And if you do this, if you have this mission-driven way of selling, you're just going to become a lot more effective over the phone, and your KPIs, the top metrics that affect your profit, like I talked about, will increase. Your sales percentage are going to increase because your prospects, they're going to trust you more, and you're going to just write more business. Your placement persistency is going to go up because you're transferring conviction, right? You care. When you're going through the situational questions, you're asking more follow-up probing questions about their situations. You're understanding why they haven't purchased coverage before you even get to the end. You have to understand those things. You have to understand why they want this coverage, what they're trying to accomplish with this coverage. You're going to ask those follow-up questions. They're going to feel that connection with you because you care, because you're authentic, right? And you're transferring the conviction over. I think, a lot of people's definition of sales is just transferring conviction from yourself to your prospect, okay? And that's a big piece of this, being mission-driven to protect the family on the other end of the line is the single biggest thing you can do for your business, okay? It's going to affect your profitability just by doing that, right? Your sales rates, placement rate, and persistency is going to go up. But guys, you're just going to be happier. You're going to get a sense of fulfillment every single day in this business, protecting families. All right? It'll change this whole business for you if you adopt this mission-driven way of selling. And I hope all of you do. I hope all of you can internalize it. I know that it may take some of you a while to do this. And some of you haven't seen how life insurance affects families before, and so you don't have that, okay? So if that's you, maybe it will take some time for you to do it, but really check the reason why you're in this business, okay? You're going to be a very effective and profitable agent if you can adopt this mission-driven way of selling life insurance and focusing on protecting families and doing that day in and day out, every single conversation, and feeling that weight, okay, of that situation and how important you are to that family. If you do that, you'll be a very effective life insurance telesales agent.